long time since I sat down and did a video like this. Things have been crazy and chaotic in a good way. So honestly, I'm going nowhere. I'm literally doing nothing. It's a super gloomy day, but I wanted to do my makeup and just catch y'all up with a little get ready with me chit chat. There is no rhyme or reason for anything. I don't have anything written down. I'm gonna just be talking. So if you want to talk back, keep on watching. All right, first and foremost, my lips. I was in Ulta the other day getting some stuff, like skincare stuff, some more hair stuff. Since I'm growing my hair out now, I actually have to take care of it because I'm not buzz cutting it all off. And you know how they be getting you at the end of the line. And I saw this NYX Fat Lip Drip, and it's a lip oil. This thing be lasting all day. I use it by itself first. Why don't I? Oh, here we go. I use it by itself at first just to kind of see, like, okay, how long does it last? It lasts for hours. Today, I put some chapstick on underneath it and then put this on over it. So we'll see where I am by the end of this, if I'm gonna rub it in a little bit more or just leave it on as its own gloss, because it's super cute. It feels super good. It's not sticky, nothing. Like, you would think like a lip oil would be sticky, but it's not. But it has a thick consistency, but when it's on your lips, it feels like a thin oil. I don't know. It reminds me of Fenty Beauty's Fat Water, like, in a way. I don't know. Anywho's, what have I been up to? So, as y'all know, I be trying to like get into like my acting bag and stuff like that, and I've been like cast on a couple of different things. Just filmed something last week, and was it last week? Last week in New Jersey. I just got a couple of callbacks. One for a TV show and one for a psychological thriller. And I'm just waiting for the rest of the information so that I can do like cold reads, stuff like that. But all that stuff is like coming to fruition. And honestly, just last night, I was just like, the feeling of just getting a callback is honestly bigger to me right now. I'm sure it'll change in the future, but it's bigger than getting cast, because, you know, you do these auditions, especially like the virtual ones, and you got to direct yourself, and, you know, you don't like this angle, let's do it from this angle. No, let me do this. I think I want to feel this here. I think maybe I want to emote something differently here. And that's a lot of work. And then you get exhausted. It's like so many different takes. And then it's like, I have to submit something, you know, is this the best? Is this my best? And when you email them your product, it's like, oh my God. Woo. I hope they see the vision. I hope they see the hard work, because you have no idea, right? At least in person, it's like, you're just gonna run it, right? There's probably like not no do-overs, unless they be like, oh, think this or whatever. But recording your own audition, it's like you're in your head the entire time. So it's like just you telling yourself that you suck, or like picking different pieces, like, oh, I like how I did this part, but I don't like how I did this part, and I like how I did this part. So let me try to redo this part, see how I feel. Okay, let me try to remember doing all these different things together. A headache. And so then when you submit it and somebody's like, this was great, we want to see more, it's like, oh my God. And the stress relief just kind of goes from there. So emotionally, I'm just at the point where it's like, if I get it or if I don't, I'm on the right path. Like what I'm doing and the self-criticism and everything else is like, okay, it's worth it. I don't know. All right. It's like you kind of like validate yourself in a way. Because nobody is going to be harder on you than yourself. I should have wet this. Let me see. How can I just do something? Nobody's going to be harder on you than you are. And so when it's like, whew, the stress, it's done. So I am very excited to see if I go all the way. And if I don't, to me, like at this point in my life, there's no such thing as like a missed opportunity. Everything is feedback and an opportunity for me to get better, you know, figure out where could I have done something different, study my craft a little bit more, study more film directors, stuff like that, and just do better the next times. Can you get away from the door, please? Go give him a toy so he can get away. Got him on babysitting duty. But yeah, so it's like all of that is going to be just room to grow, room to study, how to emote, stuff like that. I know, like for me, one of the biggest things that I would say that I struggle with is like, how do I put this? In my regular life, I think that I react dramatically, but then there's other places where I'm more like deadpan. And in scenes that require like a little bit more vulnerability and stuff like that, in my normal everyday, that's not how I would react. But maybe a scene calls for, you know, something a little bit more vulnerable or broken, and I'm like working on, oh, it's right in front of me. I'm working on trying to put those little nuances on screen, because in film, right, like when you're doing theater, everything is big. The audience is away from you. So everything is going to be like these big reactions, this major, drawn out, like dramatic thing. But in film, everything is up close. So it's like, how do you capture the forehead twitch, the eye twitch, the pain in the eyes without necessarily being so, you know, it's internalized and your internal thoughts is showing up in your facial features in such nuanced ways. So for me, I'm like critiquing myself crazy hard because I'm like, it's too much, or it's not enough, or I didn't get the forehead right, or I don't know. And so I'm like all in my head, when in reality, it's like, I have to recenter myself and be like, okay, how would I just respond to something like this? And sometimes I have to trust that my real reaction to certain situations is enough, because not every human being reacts the same way for the same news. You know, somebody might pass away and you might be devastated. Somebody might pass away and you might just be like cold and chill about it, because not everybody's a crier. What? Dang on, okay, I got it. Freaking eyelash. No, I didn't get it. Yeah, so like something like that, like when somebody passes away, you know, everybody has different reactions. So it's like, how do you capture the intent, but be true to how you would feel in that situation? And I feel like that's what I'm working on the most. Memorization and stuff like that, I have no issues with. I can memorize lines like incredibly insane. But having a lot of fun. So with that, I just got cast as a hair model, and I need to put some water up in here. Looking at my plants. I love having them around me when I do stuff like this. But I am, here we go. What was I saying? Yeah, so I just got cast as a hair model. It's a non-speaking role, but my model won the competition, so I do have like a little reaction. I hope my reaction was genuine. I don't know. I was like feeling under the weather when I went out to New Jersey to film this. So I'm just hoping that, because it's gonna be like a silent scene, because the main character is like in her head, it's like a voiceover moment. So my reaction, there's really no sound. But I'm excited to see what that looks like. And then last weekend, I got cast as a role of Molly for a student at the University of Texas at Austin. They're doing their like directorial assignment. I was Molly across from Issa, and we filmed the season 4, episode 9, where they were at like a get together, and Molly accidentally texted Issa like, "Oh, see, I'm trying with her," and me and my scene partner, we shot that. That was an all-day thing. Oh my goodness, but that was really fun. I was hoping to get cast as Issa, but honestly, getting cast as Molly just made me respect Molly's character a little bit more, because I was not vibing with Molly at all that whole season. But every time we did like a take or something like that, I was like getting more and more like, okay, Molly is like battling a lot of things and she does not know how to say it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that she's wrong in what she feels. She just does not know what to say or how to say it. And so I felt like that really pushed me. Since doing that acting monologue competition, I felt like that role really pushed me emotionally, and being able to express vulnerability in my anger. And I think I did it much differently than Molly did on the show, because Molly was definitely like, "You ain't been da 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 da." But I think I took it more in a begging type of way, like, "Issa, like, damn, I don't know what to say, but please, like, work with me here." So I'm excited to see that. I think this is all I'm gonna do with the eyes. I'm not going anywhere at all. In my regular everyday life, I do not say this much, but ooh, I be trying to think. Ooh, where do I wanna go? I'm not gonna do that. So when I be lazy and I know I'm not going nowhere, we ain't doing no wing liner, we ain't doing no lashes, none of that. Cause just gonna go for a little in-house natural beat. I will be filming something after this, dealing with everything that's underneath this scarf, cause your girl got some hair growth, baby. Anyways, so that, and then now, yesterday I received 2 callbacks. Like I said, one films in Atlanta. The show's gonna be airing on BET Plus, Amazon Prime, and Tubi. And I just enjoy acting and production and directing. I love everything about it. So for me, it's not about like, oh, I'm gonna be like this big silver screen movie star, whatever. I just want to act. I'm taking voice lessons so that I can get back into auditioning for plays, theatrical things. I would love to audition for Broadway in some way, shape, or form. I'm looking to get principal roles or like speaking background roles so that I can eventually apply for a SAG to become a member of SAG-AFTRA. So it's more than just like, oh, I want to do this because I've always wanted to do this. It's like legit, I'm on the downslope of my military career, and instead of waiting till the end, I want to get all that work in, get these small roles, build up all the things that I need so that when I'm out and my time isn't dictated by the Air Force, I'm like full-fledged in there with like credentials to my name. I think it's coming along. What's next? All right, so that's that part that's been going on. What else? I am almost out of Texas. Cannot wait. I am tired of these allergies. I'm tired of this poor air quality. It is hell. So I'm ready for that. I'll be moving in a few months. Excited about that. Excited about all the opportunities at the next state that I'm going to be living in. Let's see. The partnership with Snapchat is going well. Got about 5 more months left. So I'm just trying to make everything of that opportunity. Try to network as best as I can and get my foot into doors that I wouldn't have had access to before. But I will talk more about that once the program is done. Just for anybody out there, any other Black creators looking to get into like this creators programs and stuff like that. So I'll give more info at the end. And anybody that's looking to do that, always here to help get you into those spaces, because I am a sharer of information. Do not like withholding information from anybody. Let me get me some blush on. Don't worry, I'm gonna come back to the top of my face. So yeah, I've basically been just like in my acting bag and worried about my happiness. That's it. Getting back into taking care of my hair. It wasn't that I wasn't taking care of it before, but I just kept a buzz cut for a very long time. Dyeing it blonde, all those things, which dyeing it didn't really change the integrity of my hair. So I guess I'm one of those lucky ones or whatever people be calling it these days. But now it's growing out. Got me some inches up in here. So back to that. Will I dye it back blonde? Maybe not. I think I'm gonna just stick with my blonde wigs for like that signature look. I love this brow pencil. Like, you really want a natural brow? This is it. And who is this? What brand is this? L'Oreal. So if you don't want to spend money on Anastasia Beverly Hills, here you go. They do the same thing. What else has been going on? My plants, that's still going well. We've definitely lost a few friends through the winter months, but it is what it is. It happens. Everybody got their growing season and their thriving season. A lot of my plants have been doing very well. A couple of them ended up getting like diseased or infected, and I honestly was just like, okay. Some are more difficult to bring back, so some of them I just had to throw away. Others, I cut off and saved what I could so that I could propagate them and then basically make them start over. So a few plants are starting over, but it was the best thing for them. All right, so one thing for like natural eyes and stuff, I love black eyeliner. Like, it makes my eyes pop. But brown eyeliner, it's the truth. I don't think I'm ever gonna get past like my eyes watering whenever I do this. Like, I need to grow up. I need to grow up real quick. So for the lip, I just decided to line it with brown lip liner, and I use this e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush just on the center to give it like a little bit of flush, you know, stuff like that. And then I haven't worn my moniker in such a long time. So again, I'm just being real extra, real auntie, real, you know, I'm about to gaze into your future for this video. Let's see, lastly, what else is going on? Podcast. So I just recorded and released the last episode of the season. So what I'm gonna do with my podcast, if you don't know, it's So There's That. You can listen to it on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. I'm basically gonna release them in seasons. All right, I'm gonna release them in seasons just because, like, with working full time, I'm in my last 3 classes before I get my bachelor's degree this summer. Ooh, so I got full time work, school, auditions, content. It's just a lot to be doing it like every week, and then like taking like random breaks. So my seasons are gonna be from September to the beginning of September to the end of March. Every season is gonna have an overarching theme, and then every episode is gonna basically be breaking down those themes a little bit at a time. So think about like archetypes, right? Let's say like angry black woman, right? That's the archetype. And then every episode is gonna go into like little details. How did we get to this archetype? And just exploring a lot of different things and having a lot of good conversations. This is also gonna allow me a lot of time to interview people. So between April and August, I can get my interviews down. I can get everything that I need to curate a solid podcast. And then already preload all those episodes with scheduled publishing dates. So that's gonna be the easiest thing for me. I'm gonna try to apply all of that to the things that I'm doing now because I really need to get my life on a schedule. I've been using my calendar more, so I'm officially old now. I've been using my calendar. If it ain't on my calendar, it does not exist. In that, I've been to 4 concerts. I got 2 more coming up. I got Jill Scott coming up. I got Beyonce coming up. I'm going to the Read Live next month. So like in all of that, I've been living my best life, like living life to the fullest. So that's everything that's been going on with me. Thank y'all for rocking with me in this episode. As always, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment in the comment box below. I definitely always reply. What else? Follow my podcast page. Not as active on the page, but you can definitely go listen to it on Spotify and on Apple. So there's that. And just grow with me, okay? Grow with me. This journey is amazing, and I'm having the time of my life.